Today I'm going to show you how I upgraded my trailer harness from this to this. This is my current wiring situation. This 4-flat just hanging from the trunk. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if I can route it through my trunk, behind this bumper, next to my hitch, and then install 7-pin socket and make it look more professional. So what I have here is this kit from Amazon. It's basically a 7-pin and then 4-pin male that will connect to my existing 4-pin, and then a bracket. So what I think needs to happen is the bracket will mount next to my hitch, and then wiring will go up behind the bumper, something like this, probably on the other side though. And I understand this will give me just 4-pin functionality, meaning no brake, no backup light, and no 12 volt. But I'm okay with that because I'm gonna go a different route for my brake controller. So let's get to it. Here you can see me hooking up the trailer to simulate the real towing scenario, just to make sure with everything hooked up I still have enough room for the 7-pin socket. I clamped the bracket to where I want it to sit, and once again plugged the 7-pin and made sure there is nothing in the way and that I can still fit chains and lock pin. Then I marked the location on the hitch. So I removed some paint so I can weld it in the front and from the back, and then a little bit of paint here so I can get a clamp connected to this thing. Now I'm gonna remove some paint from the hitch. I am removing the paint here, trying not to destroy the car. The space was tight, but it was doable. I tried to use a file and manually file the paint, but it would take forever. I cleaned everything with acetone and clamped the bracket. Checked that I still have bare metal outside of the bracket, and then wiped everything with acetone once again. Then I welded the bracket first tag welding it, and then I put more substantial welds on both sides. Once it all cooled down, I used truck liner spray paint to cover the bare metal spots. So what I need to do here is make an extension so the wiring can reach to my 4-pin in the trunk, because that one's not long enough. So I'm just gonna cut it in the middle. Spare wires here from spare wiring that we're gonna use. Make them long enough so they can reach the hitch, and then I'll install the other side there and trim it there. I got all my wires ready. I got my wires cut to proper length and spliced to the plug. Then here I am looking for a way to route the wires. I bundled the ends together and taped them together. I'm gonna try to push it through. With some fishing, I was able to pull the wires down to where I needed them. So now I'm going to do the same thing at this end. I strapped the wires to the hitch and installed the socket using screws that came with the set. So to recap what I did, first thing, I welded this bracket here. I welded it to the hitch, and then I had my existing 4-pin, and I created extension for the kit I got from Amazon for this 7-pin socket. I extended the wiring through the bumper up through here. I had to route it here because I couldn't find any opening to get through the trunk. So I just had to go behind the bumper and then inside the trunk underneath this trim and down here. And this will all hide here in this panel eventually. And then when I closed and I close the trunk. It's not visible anymore. So that's pretty much it. Pretty happy with this. I still have clearance here for pin, for chains, for lock, so I'm good to go. I'm good to tow. So I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you at the next camper build episode.